Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Got Next Gaming and another episode of the Connected Franchise Fantasy Draft. Baltimore Ravens here in Week 4 on Madden 16. We are back with another episode of this exciting fantasy draft. I am absolutely loving this. The Baltimore Ravens are currently 2-1. They're going against the 1-2 Steelers. So some of you have asked me to upgrade my players and upgrade my coach. I went ahead and upgraded the players automatically because I don't know where to put stuff. I'm going to be honest. There's a lot of players on the team, and I don't know who to upgrade. Let it do it automatically and figure it out on its own. We're going to go ahead and jump into some game action right away. We've got a great game here. I'm going to ask you guys to stick it out to the end. It's a nail-biter. This is a really exciting episode here for this one. We can see that we're getting ready to go into this stadium here. We're going to take a look at some stats. See James Jones, 23 catches for 301 yards and 3 touchdowns. Going against our Antonio Brown, who we've got to get incorporated into the offense. 9 receptions, 106 yards, 3 touchdowns. Good on the touchdown side of it after 3 games, but he definitely needs to be involved more in the offense if we're going to be successful here with this Baltimore Ravens fantasy draft team. So we can see the players getting themselves all ready and fired up for this matchup here as we are in Pittsburgh. They are at home. They're getting ready to kick off to us. We're going to receive first here. You can see Mike Tomlin there. Great coach, great Pittsburgh Pirates coach. He's Pittsburgh Steelers coach. Excuse me, misspoke there. And it is Harbaugh, our coach there for the Ravens. The kickoff, Wallace will receive. But no, he gets knocked aside by Jordan Cameron. The ball bounces. Antonio Brown grabs it. We'll be able to bring it back out to about the 20. Looks like it was only about a 15, 16-yard return there as there was a little bit of a trip up there. That was kind of interesting. A little bit of a blooper, right? Take a look at Jameis Winston coming into the game. 63% of his passes are completed for 506 yards. He's got to cut down on the interceptions and the mistakes. That's what we're going to try to do here, folks. Get him going and get him ready to go and involved. So, first play of the game, handoff to Devonta Freeman, who's been pretty good for us over the last couple of weeks. He will pick up 5 on the play there. Second play from the 25. Winston from the shotgun looking to throw early. Is picked off on his first throw of the game. That is definitely not what we wanted to do. Did you see that? It was just absolutely thrown into double coverage. So, Pittsburgh gets the ball. Nick Foles is their quarterback. 787 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. He's having a worse time than our Jameis Winston here with his turnovers. Hopefully we can take advantage of that. So Foles will drop back to throw and throws it completely away, out of bounds, as he is hit. Releasing the football. Nice one there. We'll take a look at the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line first, and then their backs and receivers. You see James Jones out there is a dangerous wide receiver. He's going to be a big threat for us. So 3rd down and 5. Foles drops back, looks to throw, hits his man James Jones on the out route, going out of bounds, but he steps out before he gets control of the ball. It'll bring up 4th down and 5. Our defense does his job and stops the offense here after the turnover, giving them a really short field. They're going to have to go for the field goal. The kick is up, and it is good. Pretty much a chip shot from this point here, and they will pick up the 3 points. But great job by the defense holding them down here after giving up that interception. They came in and did exactly what we would expect them to do. I am quite surprised and pleased with this defense so far up to this point. They've been playing above my expectations. But anyway, let's see if we can do this again without causing any interceptions here. We will catch Antonio Brown on that side, who breaks a tackle, turns, but is brought down by 2 more defenders. Not after a big catch there. 21 yards, I'm sorry. Looked like 22 to me, but whatever. 1st down and 10 from the 44 now. Winston from the shotgun will hand off to Devonta Freeman, who's brought down right away and in the backfield. Loss of 2 yards. As McLean gets into the backfield and just brings him down. Great play by the defense there. So, man in motion is Brown. Winston drops back, looks, throws to Brown, crossing over the middle of the field, hits him for the completion, and a few yards there. Didn't get the first down, but does pick up about 7 on the play. Winston from 3rd down and 5 now. Throws and hits Jordan Cameron, but doesn't quite get past the first down marker. Is brought down after making the catch. 4th down and 3, only a 2-yard gain on that one. Looks like he had to come back for the ball a little bit. Winston's going to have to work on that to help them get to the first down markers there. So we have to kick the ball away. Steelers will take over here. Play action pass Screen to the wide receiver who breaks a shoestring tackle and then is brought out of bounds, but not after getting the first down. That was quick on the play. 23 yards after the catch. That was actually 23-yard reception altogether, I believe, at that point. But, yeah, I mean, he just missed him on the shoestring tackle there. It was a wide receiver screen and completely fooled us on that one. First down and 10 from the 29 now. Foles from the shotgun will hand off, but he goes nowhere. That's Rainey Jr. He is brought down right away by Mathis, coming back there and making the tackle. Second down and 12 from the shotgun. Foles looking to throw, has plenty of time, throws to the outside, makes it safe, and caught is made, but he is brought down before getting to the first down marker, bringing up a 3rd down and 5 on that one. That was Simpson on the play. 3rd down and 5 from the 35 from the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw, plenty of time, hits his man, who gets the first down and a few more. That was a first down there, as he got enough separation on the zone defense there. First down and 10 from the 41. Foles will drop back, looks, throws over the middle, hits Jones over the middle for the first down and more, as he is converged by 3 defenders at that point, but there was enough gap in the zone for him to make that play and get it in there. 44-yard line on the Baltimore side of the field now. He's being chased down, hit as he throws, but there's James Jones with the catch, going all the way for the touchdown. He gets away from the tackle, the diving tackle on that one. Touchdown Steelers. That's not what we were looking for on that one. And it looks like the Steelers are going to go up to a quick 10-0 lead here. He was hit as he threw, but he got it to Jones right there, who did just enough separation. And then the diving Johnson there could not get in there and get him. Winston here from the shotgun on his own 28 now after the touchdown. Looking to throw, has plenty of time, throws deep down the field, hits his man. Who is that? That's Wallace. Mike Wallace going up there, jumping to get the ball. We love him. He goes up and fights for those balls. That's exactly why I drafted him, because he's able to make those spectacular catches. Plenty of time to throw. Nice spiral. Only where he can get it, he puts it up there. Enough separation from the defenders, and he comes down, holds onto the ball after being hit from both sides, getting the first down there. On the 46, Winston will hand off to Devonta Freeman, who was hit immediately after getting the handoff. A loss of 3 there. We just cannot get this running game going. Usually he's a force to be reckoned with for us here, but not today. Let's look at the Steeler defense. Aaron Donald on the line, Bruce Irving, Jadeveon Clowney, and Jameel McClain, the linebackers. Aaron Williams, Ahmad Black, Jonathan Banks are your defensive backs out there. Parrish Cox as well. Solid defense for the Steelers. Winston here from the 3rd down and 13 is looking deep down the field. Hits his man, Jordan Cameron, for the first down and more. Looked like it was about a 17-yard catch on that one. Great catch by Jordan Cameron, getting in between the zone and getting the first down there on 3rd down and 13. You see right there in between the defenders. Perfect spot in the zone. Gets in there, makes the catch. We love this guy. He is a force to be reckoned with on our team, and we're now getting him involved in the offense here. Let's take another look and see what we got. First down and 10 from the 33 with 30 seconds left here in the first. Throws for Jordan Cameron again, who makes another catch and a first down. Getting down to the 17 now. Another long reception by Jordan Cameron. 3 catches for 40 yards. And that'll do it here for the first quarter, as we are down 10-0, but making our way as we are moving the chains down the field into Steeler territory. So our first play in the second quarter here is going to be a handoff to Devonta Freeman, who's brought down right away in the backfield for another loss there, 4-yard loss. Play later, he gets some of those yards back. It's 3rd down and 10, and we have a man in motion. That is Brown. Winston drops back, throws to Brown, who makes a catch, swings around the defender, and goes for the first down, but doesn't quite make it. 4th down and 1 on that one. 9-yard reception, 3 catches for him so far. He tried to get there, but there was too many defenders in the way. He did make a spin move and get away. 4th down and 1, we're going for it here. We don't want to settle for the field goal. We feel like we can make it. Winston's making some adjustments. Handoff to Devonta Freeman, who does get the first down, fights for a few more yards, gets down to the 3-yard line. Nice carry for him. Finally, some positive yards. You can see Winston made some adjustments at the line, as it was originally going to be a pass, and he saw something and realized that he can make some adjustments and fool the defense there to get themselves a first down. So 2 run attempts and nothing doing here on the 4th, 3rd down and goal, looking to get into the end zone. He throws, but Jordan Cameron is hit as he goes for the ball, doesn't come down with it. That'll bring up 4th down and goal. We're on the 4-yard line. We're going to have to go for the field goal here and take the points, not take the chance of trying to punch it in once again. We will settle for the points here. and that'll put 3 up there on the board for us to make it 10-3 with over 5 minutes left here in the half to try to get the ball again and go downfield and score. If we can't, hopefully we can. That would be exceptional. So Steelers get the ball once again here, and a handoff for the run. Finally, they get a positive run themselves for about 5 yards on that one. And they are on the 33-yard line, their own 33-yard line, with a 2nd down and 5. Foles from the shotgun, throws, hits his man Jones, who grips the ball on the curl, catches it, turns, and gets the first down. Gets just past that yard marker for the first down. That's his 3rd catch. 2nd down and 9, couple plays later. Throws to the outside, but his man drops the ball as he turns to make the catch. That's Green. Hits his hands, but he just drops it on that one. 3rd down and 9. Can we stop him here? Would be nice. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Has plenty of time all day. Throws deep down the field, but way overthrows his receiver. That'll bring up the 4th down and 9 with 3:51 left here in the half. We will get the ball back after the punt. Let's see what we can do, folks. We got to go to work here. Winston from the shotgun on his own 20. Looking to throw, has plenty of time, finds his man Justin Blackman to the outside on the left, makes the catch for the first down, moving the chains, getting down to the 33-yard line, 13-yard catch. Winston from the shotgun once again is hit as he throws on that one. Defender got in there, disrupted the play. At least he got rid of the ball before he was sacked. 3rd down and 6 here, a play later. Winston had plenty of time to throw, down the field, hits his man Blackman once again, crossing over. Gets the first down, moving the chains down to the 48. We are on our own 48-yard line here with 2:21 left in the first half. Got to make some moves here. Winston from the shotgun looking to throw. Hit as he throws deep down the field. What a catch by Antonio Brown. Did you see that one? We had a man wide open underneath, but we went for the deep ball, bringing it all the way down to the 9-yard line. That is why we drafted Antonio Brown. That man will go up and fight for the ball every time. 2-minute warning here. 1st and goal. Throwing for the end zone. Hit our man Wallace for the touchdown. Gets the feet in just before getting into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. Mike Wallace. Great catch as we threw it right over the top of the defender. And he gets in there. We'll see the replay on that one. Gets his hands on that ball. Makes the catch right over the top of the defender. Just enough separation and perfectly placed by Winston. But the booth is going to review it with under 2 minutes to play here in the half to make sure that he had possession of the ball. Both feet are down. It's hard to see it from that angle with the goalpost in our way. Not a great camera angle. Hopefully we could see it from the other side. I don't think so, but nope. The official's going to come back in here, and they're going to say that the ruling on the field stands. It will be a touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens. Much needed points there. Much needed touchdown in this one as Mike Wallace does the job along with James Winston, putting that perfect touch on the ball. You can see Harbaugh there celebrating the touchdown. Now, 1:49 left here. Foles with the ball. Throws, hits his man Jones going over the middle for the first down on that one. They're moving the chains now. 4th catch for 74 yards. 2nd down and 5. No huddle. Shotgun looking to throw. To the outside. Hits his man. Makes the catch going, jumping up there over the top of Mathis and going out of bounds as well, making the catch and the first down. We'll get a flag on the play here. Looks like it's a false start on the offense. Nope, it's encroachment on the defense. Not good. Giving them better field position is not what we wanted to do. Robert Mass there in the neutral zone infraction. Not good. 1st down and 5 on our 22 as they are now on our side of the field with 56 seconds left to play. Hits his man Jones going over the middle, who turns, drags a defender across the yard marker for the first down. First down and 10 on the 15. Foles from the shotgun. Nobody in the backfield. Looking for the end zone, hits his man, but is brought down before he gets in there. But it is a first down to the 4-yard line. The defense is giving up those plays. They are not holding them here, folks. Foles throws right over the middle to Rainey, who catches the ball, turns and goes into the end zone untouched, and gets the touchdown. Pittsburgh up with 17-10 here at the end of the half as Winston will throw up one deep down the field to see if he can get anything out of the Hail Mary, but nothing comes of it there. And the Steelers had the lead going into the half, 17-10 with that late running down the field with under 2 minutes. Unbelievable. See the matchup here, pretty evenly matched here. Jones has got the touchdown, though, and Brown does not. So the Steelers get the ball first here in the second half. 3rd down and 8 here, a couple plays into it. Foles with plenty of time to throw deep down the field. Don't know why he went for that one with all that time to throw, but throws it completely away. bringing up 4th down and 8, and we will get the ball back after the punt. So we can see the running back matchup here. Running game is not doing anything in this one for either side. Devonta Freeman or Rainey Jr. Nobody's getting the run going here. Defensive struggle in the trenches. Here's Devonta Freeman going to the outside, tries to turn it upfield and break a tackle, but does not. Is brought down after a 2-yard gain. Can't get anything going there. Let's try it again. Handoff to Devonta Freeman. Cuts it up the middle. Cuts it back to the left. Does get a few yards on that one. Only about 6, though, on the play, or 7. Bringing up a 3rd down and 1. We are on the Steelers' 47-yard line in the I formation. Handoff to the fullback, DeMarco, who rumbles up ahead through the hole. Gets the 1st down and 8 yards on that one, moving the chains, and that's why we drafted this guy, because he's just an excellent run fullback there for us. Next play, a couple plays later, actually on the 46, Jameis Winston is brought down on the sack, bringing up a 3rd down and 17, and you can see that the Steelers defense is fired up. They are tough. Winston here with this one, plenty of time to throw. Hits Devonta Freeman, who is all by himself wide open. Gets enough for the 1st down to move the chains down to the 25-yard line on that one. 5 minutes left to play here in the 3rd in the I formation from the 25. 1st down and 10. Handoff to Jaquez Rogers, who comes into the game to check in for Devonta Freeman after that throw. Picks up about 2 yards or 3 yards on that play for that one. Bringing up a 2nd down and 6 for us here on the 20-yard line for that one. 3rd down and 6. Brown checks into the game now from the 20. Winston looking to throw, plenty of time over the middle to Brown, who makes the catch and gets just past the yard marker on that one to get 1st down on the 12-yard line. You see Jameis Winston there with 200 yards passing so far in the day. Winston from the shotgun here from the 12-yard line. Lobs one into the end zone. Antonio Brown makes the catch, but he is pushed and knocked out of bounds before he can get his feet down and get control of the ball to get the touchdown. Nice play by the defense there. I don't know about that one, though. He was kind of pushed out of bounds, but they're not going to call that. 3rd down and 10. Winston throws, hits Antonio Brown there on that one, getting down to the 7-yard line, bringing up 4th down and 4. Not quite enough to get into the end zone and get the touchdown. We're going to have to settle for the field goal attempt here. It is a chip shot for Crosby, who puts it up, makes the field goal, bringing it to 17-13 in favor of Pittsburgh. This is a great game so far, folks, as these teams are playing lights out. Foles here, some 2nd down and 15, throws, and it's intercepted by Grimes. Great interception right there in Steelers territory on the 18-yard line. That's his 3rd interception of the season. We're loving that guy. It was a great pickup for us as well in the cornerback position. As you can see, we'll get the replay on that one, and he throws that one, and Grimes just gets in there, cuts in front of the receiver to make the interception on that one, and that's a much-needed pick for us. We've got to take advantage of this one, folks, and punch this one into the end zone. Winston from the I formation will hand it off to Devonta Freeman to try to develop that run game and get it going. And he does get some positive yards on this one, picking up 7 to bring him down to the 11-yard line. Finally getting some positive yards here on the run play. 2nd down and 3, Brown in motion. Winston from the shotgun by himself in the backfield. Throws, hits Jordan Cameron, who turns, gets into the end zone. Just gets into the end zone, but it is a touchdown. Jordan Cameron, Baltimore Ravens here, up now 19-17. And that is exactly what we needed. You can see Tomlin there shaking his head as we took advantage of that interception. That's exactly what we got to do. That's what we want out of this offense. That's what we mean by juggernaut offense. I mean, we got to continue to do this kind of stuff here and keep the ball rolling in our favor. So we get the extra point, 20-17 here with 2 minutes left in the 3rd. Plenty of time to play. Handoff to Rainey, who's brought down by Mathis right away for a short gain on that one. You could see the offensive rushing here, 13 yards on the Steelers side, 36 on the Ravens side. Not much of a run game going here. We need that run game, though. It's important for us. So Foles throwing here on 2nd down and 9. Hits his man Jones, who jumps up, gets the ball at its highest point, comes down with it, and gets the 1st down again. You can see his numbers comparable to last week as well. This guy has been all over us all game. We got to find a way to stop him. From the shotgun in the 31, 1st down and 10. Foles throws over the middle, hits his man Rainey, and Maluga dives and misses him, and he gets way upfield into Baltimore territory, down to our 34-yard line, 30 yards, run after the catch. Great play on the defense. Great play for the offense there. Here is Foles from the shotgun again. Throws, and this time it's picked off by Joseph. Jonathan Joseph with the interception on that one. And there we are talking about all those turnovers that Foles makes. We got to take advantage of this one again. 20 seconds left in the third from our own 21. First down and 10. Winston will hand off to Devonta Freeman, who's brought down right away for no gain on the play. You can see Devonta Freeman's numbers as of last week to this week. There's just no comparison whatsoever. We cannot get that running game going. We're in the fourth quarter here, third down and 12. Winston throws over the middle, hails Antonio Brown, who gets just enough separation, turns it upfield, gets past the first down marker and more, getting us the first down to the 32-yard line. 6 catches for 99 yards. He's finally getting involved in this offense, folks. That's what we need. First down and 10 from the 32. Hand off to Freeman. Got to keep that running game going. Who gets some positive yards here. Having a tough day at it, though. Gets 6 yards there. Second down and 4. Hand off to him again, who fights, and he gets to the yard marker and the first down. 43-yard line. Winston drops back. Throws to the outside to Devonta Freeman, keeping it conservative. Breaks one tackle. The ball is stripped and loose, and the Steelers pick up the ball on the fumble. Turnover by Devonta Freeman. We were trying to keep that one simple and conservative. Just get to the outside, and he breaks a tackle, but then coughs up the ball on the next one. We're going to catch the replay there. Breaks that one tackle. Gets spun around there, and the linebacker just strips the ball out completely. Now, they're on our 36-yard line with a short field after a turnover. And there's a throw to Green right over the middle, wide open. Gets the first down and more, down to the 14-yard line. You can see Foles is fired up there, down to our 9 now on a second down and 5. They hit Jones across the middle. Gets the first down. It's now first down and goal on our 3. Jones killing us all day long. Here is Foles, goes to Jones again, gets the touchdown, and the defense gives it up on the short field after the fumble. We needed to hold him there, folks. That was a tough one right there for us to swallow. Tough pill to swallow. 24-20 now with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Jameis Winston from his first play here after the fumble and touchdown is sacked. Second down and 19. He breaks one, gets away from one defender, throws to Jordan Cameron to the outside, who gets both feet in, makes the catch, getting it down there to the 26, bringing up a third down and 4. We got to convert here. Winston looking to throw over the middle. Hits Devonta Freeman, who makes the catch and moves the chains. First down and 10, Baltimore. This one is coming down to the wire, folks. Got to love what we're seeing here. Winston from the shotgun. Plenty of time to throw over the middle to Jordan Cameron, who makes the catch, gets about 9 yards on the play. But there is a flag. Let's see this one. Hopefully it's not on us. We don't need the penalty right now. And it is going to be holding on the offense. And, of course, the defense is going to accept that one. Nick Mangold, you know better than that. Second down and 20 here from our 22, throwing deep down the field, but overthrows Wallace by a mile. Good thing he did. There was 2 defenders there anyway. I don't know if he would have come down with that ball anyhow. Third down and 20. Got to throw this one over the middle. And Avery had it for a second, but it's ripped out of his hands as he is hit when the ball gets there. Fourth down to 20, we're going for it. 3 minutes left. Throwing deep down the field. We had a man open short, but we're going for Antonio Brown, who makes the catch. Unbelievable. Did you see that spectacular catch right there? He was one-on-one. That's what I saw when I released that ball. The one-on-one right there, and we had to go for it. So down on the 33, Winston fakes the handoff, throws deep down the field to Antonio Brown. But not this time. One-on-one coverage. The defender gets his hand in there and bats the ball loose. And that'll bring up a second down and 10 from the 33. Winston looking to throw is sacked in the backfield once again. This time Hawthorne gets in there and makes the sack. Winston from the shotgun, third down and 17. Hit as he throws. Under pressure, will throw the ball away. Bring up fourth down and 17. And we have got to go for it. Winston coming up there from the 40. Let's take a look at the route. Looks like we got some good routes here that we can pick from on this one. Fakes the handoff, play action, throws deep down the field, but the defender crosses over, gets in front of Antonio Brown, and that's it right there. We turn it over on downs, but they're looking to run the ball, and we know that we're going to play the run. We stop the man right there, third down and 7. Let's see what Foles does here on this one. Is he going to hand it off and does give him a give me here with 1:36 left? No, he's going to try to get that first down to run the clock out. Jones gets the ball, but Grimes brings him down just before the first down, bringing up fourth down and 1, and they are going to punt and give us the ball back with 48 seconds left here. Winston from the shotgun, from the rollout here, throws deep down the field. Doesn't even come close. Way overthrows Antonio Brown and out of bounds. Looking to throw here, second down and 10. He is sacked on the 2-yard line almost a safety there. Not quite, though. 3rd down and 16. He's in the end zone, looking to throw deep down the field. That ball is batted away by the defender, cutting across, almost hit Antonio Brown, but not quite. 4th down and 16. We have to go for it. 22 seconds left. Throws deep down the field, but the ball is batted away by the defender as we went for Antonio Brown again, and this time it didn't come up with it. And those are those last couple of ones. He just couldn't come down with them for us there. And that's going to do it for this one here, folks. You can see Harbog is defeated and downtrodden by that one. Can't believe it. The final here is 24-20. This one was a nail-biter right down to the last few seconds of the game as the Steelers made that late touchdown off of our turnover, and that's what did us in there. We'll take a look at some stats here. Winston was doing pretty decent up until the end of the game where his completion ratio went completely down. He's at 47%. You'll see there, 296 yards on 40 attempts. He was doing much better earlier on, but in the late there, he couldn't make those completions. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Not a terrible game for Winston, but Devonta Freeman, 15 carries for 31 yards, 2 yard per average. Not a good one right there. We just couldn't get him going. We need him to be involved in this running game in order for us to be successful, is what it seems like. Antonio Brown finally involved in the offense, 7 catches for 144 yards, no touchdowns. Jordan Cameron did his part, 5 catches for 66 and a touchdown, but not enough to get us to win here. But this was a great game, right down to the wire. It was a tough played game, and actually enjoyed playing it a lot as we wanted to see what we can do with the rookie quarterback, but couldn't quite get enough. So that puts us to 2-2, as well as the Steelers putting us at 2-2. Some of you asked about dumping in some of the XP for the coach. Everything was like 3,000 XP and more. I don't have quite enough yet, but I will put it in as soon as I can. That's going to do it for this week, folks. Next week, come on back to come and see us play against the Cleveland Browns, who are 0-3-1 in this one. Hopefully it's an easy game for us, but we're not going to take it lightly. We're going to make sure that we don't come in here and foul this one up. We're going to play it real. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around the channel. Goodbye now.